They say Canada is one of the most sinful countries in the world, a place where temptation takes on a whole new meaning, but not for the reasons you might expect. Here, the so-called sins are woven into the very fabric of daily life, and they're impossible to resist. We're talking about the sins that make Canada irresistible: too much beauty, too much space, and an overwhelming abundance of kindness that seems to spill out onto every street corner and mountain trail. This is a country that dares you to get lost in its vast wilderness, to wander through forests and over mountains, and in doing so, to truly find yourself. The real sin? Ignoring the call to adventure that echoes from coast to coast, from the Atlantic to the Pacific, and all the wild places in between. From the Arctic's icy grip, where the land feels untouched and ancient, to the rainforests of the West, where every step feels like a journey into a living, breathing storybook, Canada is a siren call to explorers, dreamers, and anyone hungry for something more. Canadians are almost sinfully polite, apologizing for everything, even when it's not their fault, turning kindness into a superpower that brings people together and makes strangers feel like friends. In a world that can feel harsh and divided, this relentless decency is a beautiful rebellion, a quiet revolution of warmth and welcome. So, as we journey through this land, we'll uncover these sins, the gluttony of its wilds, the endless appetite for natural wonder, the pride of its people, who celebrate their heritage and diversity with open arms, and the greed for adventure that drives so many to explore just a little further, to climb a little higher. This isn't just a trip, it's an expedition into the heart of what makes Canada truly special, a journey that promises to change you. Get ready, this is not your average travel guide. It's a passport to the wild, the wonderful, and the unexpected. This is a survival guide for your soul. The adventure begins now. Let's dive in and discover the wild heart of Canada together. Canada's first sin is gluttony, a gluttony of beauty. The country overflows with natural wonders, mountains, lakes, forests, and coastlines. Canada has more lakes than the rest of the world combined. Millions, many untouched by humans. Paddle a canoe for days and see only eagles, moose, and bears. This is a real-life animal kingdom. Grizzlies fishing for salmon, orcas patrolling the coast, wolves howling in the distance. These wild encounters are privileges, not guarantees. Canada holds nearly 10% of the world's forests. Vast, ancient, and humbling. Walking through the Great Bear Rainforest feels like stepping back in time. The air is thick with pine and possibility. This overabundance of wilderness is Canada's greatest treasure. It's a gluttonous feast for the soul, a reminder of the wildness that still exists in the world and within ourselves. The next sin is pride, a quiet, resilient pride that runs deep through the heart of Canada. It's not the kind of pride that shouts from rooftops, but rather one that is woven into the everyday lives of its people. Canadians have learned to thrive in a land of extremes, where winter can be both breathtakingly beautiful and brutally cold. The vast wilderness and ever-changing weather have shaped a people who are adaptable and strong. Their pride isn't loud, it's a deep confidence in their ability to endure whatever comes their way. It's a quiet assurance, seen in the determined faces braving the cold and the warm smiles shared between neighbors. They don't just survive winter, they celebrate it, building festivals from ice and snow, skating on frozen canals, and cozying up by the fire. Winter becomes a season of joy, creativity, and togetherness. This attitude is a lesson in resilience, showing that with the right mindset, you can find joy even in the harshest conditions. Canadians turn challenges into opportunities for laughter, connection, and shared memories. Canada is a nation of immigrants, and its multiculturalism is a source of pride. People from all over the world have come together to build a society that values inclusion and respect. In cities like Toronto, you'll hear hundreds of languages and taste food from every corner of the globe. The streets are alive with the sounds, smells, and colors of many cultures blending together. This isn't just tolerance, it's a celebration of diversity. Festivals, parades, and community events bring people together, creating a vibrant tapestry of traditions and stories. Pride here means believing that different cultures make the country stronger. It's about recognizing that unity is built on respect and understanding. But it's also in the small moments. A stranger helping you out of a snowbank, a community rallying for a neighbor, or friends coming together to shovel a sidewalk after a storm. This unbreakable spirit is Canada's true strength, a quiet force that holds the country together, inspiring hope and kindness, even in the coldest of times. If one sin defines the Canadian spirit, it's greed, a relentless greed for adventure. Canada is a massive, untamed playground, and Canadians want to experience every inch. Surf the Pacific in Tofino, climb the Rockies, kayak the Atlantic. Adventure is a way of life. The West Coast Trail is a legendary trek ladders, cable cars, tides, a true test of endurance. But adventure isn't just for athletes. Families camp, friends hike, people fish, canoe, and ski. The outdoors is for everyone. It's a core part of Canadian identity. Even cities are wild ski in Vancouver's morning, swim in the ocean by afternoon. This proximity to nature shapes the culture. Active, healthy, always seeking the next challenge. The greed for adventure is contagious. When you visit, you'll feel it too. Now for a surprising sin sloth, but not laziness. It's the deliberate act of slowing down, embracing the rhythm of the seasons. In a world that's always rushing, Canada teaches patience. Winter is the ultimate teacher. Snow falls, life moves indoors, and the world quiets. It's a time for reflection, reading, and family. You can't rush on icy roads or hurry through a blizzard. You adapt, you wait. This forced slowdown is a gift, helping you recharge and appreciate simple pleasures. In summer, Canadians flock to cottage country, swimming, fishing, boating, and campfires under the stars. There's no rush, no agenda, just being present. This embrace of sloth is a powerful antidote to modern anxiety. Sometimes the most important part of the journey is stopping to rest and enjoy the view. Canada's wrath is nature in its rawest form. Forest fires rage for months, blizzards bury towns, and temperatures drop to -40. Nature is in charge here, demanding respect. Surviving requires knowledge, preparation, and humility. Winter is the most famous wrath, a cold that freezes skin in minutes, stalls cars, and freezes pipes. You learn survival skills, dressing in layers, spotting frostbite, driving in whiteouts. Facing these challenges builds resilience and appreciation for simple comforts. Summer brings its own tests, swarms of mosquitoes and black flies. You need bug nets, repellent, and humor. Even in beauty, there are challenges to overcome. This wrath shapes the Canadian character, resourceful, prepared, and deeply connected to nature. Canada isn't just wilderness, its cities are a sin of envy. Clean, safe, vibrant, and wild in their own way. Urban jungles where cultures mix, world-class restaurants sit beside rugged parks. Vancouver is squeezed between mountains and ocean, hike or kayak, minutes from downtown. Stanley Park is a wild oasis in the city. Montreal blends European soul with North American energy, historic streets, modern creativity, and a rebellious spirit. Toronto is one of the world's most multicultural cities. Explore neighborhoods from Little Italy to Chinatown in a single day. These cities are destinations, not just places to live. Testaments to Canada's ability to build safe, diverse, and nature-connected communities. The final sin is lust, a deep, powerful lust for connection. In a vast, often lonely land, connection is survival. It's the desire to build bridges, not walls. In small towns, community is a daily reality. Neighbors help rebuild barns, support each other in hard times. This spirit is the backbone of the country. Hockey is more than a sport. It's a national ritual, a shared language that unites coast to coast. This lust for connection makes Canada special, a place where kindness, acceptance, and belonging are woven into the culture. It's authentic, and it's what gives life meaning here. We've journeyed through the sins of Canada, its gluttonous beauty, proud people, and wild extremes. From the snow-capped peaks to the vibrant city streets, Every corner of this country tells a story. But reading is one thing, experiencing it is another. The words on a page can only hint at the wonders that await you beyond your doorstep. The real adventure is out there, waiting for you, in the mountain air, where every breath feels like a promise of something new. In the haunting call of a loon echoing across a glassy lake at dawn, and in the warmth of a stranger's smile, reminding you that kindness is a universal language. Canada isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to feel. Let its wildness awaken your senses, and its serenity calm your soul. The map is in your hands. Will you answer the call? Every path leads to a new discovery. Every turn, a fresh adventure. This country will test and inspire you, leaving you with stories for a lifetime. Around every campfire, new friendships are forged and old dreams rekindled. Whether you seek challenge or awakening, you'll find it here. Don't just dream, start planning. The journey begins with a single step. Pick a place. Rugged east, vast prairies, towering west. Each region offers its own magic, waiting for you to explore. The adventure will find you, often when you least expect it, in hidden waterfalls, or a sudden encounter with wildlife. Pack your bags, but leave room for a new perspective, and a piece of the Canadian spirit to take home with you. This is your chance to write your own story, to fill blank pages with memories only you can create. The exploration has just begun. Every journey starts with curiosity and a sense of wonder. Follow along for more stories, secrets, and inspiration to fuel your wanderlust. And mind-blowing facts about this incredible country, from its natural wonders to its hidden gems. Let's keep the spirit of adventure alive, together, wherever the road may lead. The world is wild, and Canada is one of its greatest classrooms. There's always something new to learn if you're willing to explore. Are you ready? The adventure of a lifetime is calling. Let's go.